Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're really getting into the story of Peter Tang. It's quite incredible. You might know the name, but his journey, it's just a masterclass in bouncing back and, well, shaking things up.
Absolutely.
Our mission today is basically to unpack how he went from what sounds like absolute rock bottom to building this huge player in the vape market.
Yeah.
All starting from like a drawing on a napkin.
It's a classic underdog story, isn't it? Peter Tang talks about hitting his rock bottom, and he means it. Late 20s.
Yeah.
After nearly a decade of businesses just fizzling out. Think about it, hustling cars out in Pomona.
Right.
And it ends with him broke, back living with his parents. It wasn't just, a small setback. It was hitting reset hard.
Let's dig into that rock bottom a bit more, though.
Yeah.
He wasn't just sitting around flipping VWs, luxury cars.
Yeah.
He tried a lot.
Relentless.
Yeah. And even though he grew up in a tougher area, his folks pushed for better schools, Walnut Diamond Bar. So you picture someone with real drive who just kept hitting walls.
Yeah.
It really paints a picture of how deep that struggle was before things turned around.
It does. And then comes 2017. He's at this low point, and a high school friend shows up.
Okay.
Shows him this simple sketch on a napkin. It's an idea for a plug-and-play vape.
Plug-and-play meaning super easy to use.
Exactly. Just snap it in, no fuss. And the key thing here, I think, is that both of them had tasted failure. Big time.
Ah, so they were on the same page, nothing to lose.
Right. That shared experience, that understanding of hitting bottom, that became their starting point.
Which makes what they did next really interesting. Because they didn't go big.
No, not at all.
They started tiny. Like mixing batches in a garage, is that right?
Literally. Figuring it out, as they said, pod by pod. Forget venture capital, forget massive marketing campaigns. It was just super humble, hands-on, driven by this need to finally make something work.
Okay, so the big question then, how does that scale up? A garage operation turning into a market giant, especially with huge companies already out there.
Well, this is where their whole philosophy of being built different really comes in. It wasn't just marketing fluff.
Right.
They baked it into the product, PlugPlay. Sleek design, magnetic lock, good battery life, over 350 puffs, they claimed.
And the flavors were a big deal too, weren't they? GSC, Jetlato.
Huge. They focused hard on the terps, the terpenes, those aromatic compounds that give cannabis its specific flavors and effects. They had specific lines, DNA for nuance, Livest for potency, exotics for, well, exotic flavors, really dialing in the experience.
But it wasn't just about the tech and the terps, was it? The source material stresses this idea of being built on love, authenticity, and positivity. Tang apparently made sure the message stayed louder than the marketing. But how does love actually compete in a cutthroat market? Can you give us a sense of that?
Yeah, that's the core of it, I think. While the big players, Stysy, PAX, were throwing millions at ads,
right.
PlugPlay doubled down on building a real community, a genuine culture. It wasn't just luck. They had to professionalize fast, obviously. Moving beyond the garage, sorting out supply chains, manufacturing, ensuring quality as demand exploded.
Sure, that makes sense.
And then when the market got flooded with counterfeits, a huge problem, Tang didn't just complain.
What do they do?
He went on the offensive. Education campaigns, pushing QR codes for verification, making lab tests easily accessible.
So transparency.
Total transparency. Sticking to their guns, staying authentic even when things got messy. That built incredible loyalty.
And clearly it worked. From that garage, now they're in, over 650 stores?
Yeah.
California, Colorado, New York, Washington.
Nevada coming soon, apparently. It really blew up.
Yeah, it became more than just a vape, right? It's like a whole cultural brand now. You do festival drops, streetwear collabs.
That EDC Las Vegas booth, the PlugPlay X RMBW World thing, that's a perfect example. Blending the product with lifestyle, community. And beyond the business success, you see Tang's own shift. He's not just the hustler anymore.
Right. He calls himself an educator, hustler, and advocate now.
Exactly. He's out there sharing the story, giving this street talk wisdom, on social media, podcasts, stages.
Talking about authenticity, patience.
Yeah.
Solving actual customer problems.
Yeah, genuinely trying to guide younger people, the young grinders, navigating this tricky cannabis space.
So, wrapping this up, what's the takeaway for you listening? Peter Tang's whole arc, from broke back at his parents to leading this huge brand. It's a powerful reminder, isn't it? That massive success can sprout from really tough, unlikely beginnings.
Definitely.
So maybe consider this. What's that small idea, maybe something you've overlooked, particularly when things feel difficult in your own life? Could it have real potential if you tackled it with that same mix of authenticity, sheer persistence, and a focus on actually building something meaningful for a community?
It's a great question to ponder.
Something to chew on. Thanks for diving deep with us today.